What if a tiny coin sitting in your pocket right now could be worth hundreds of thousands, even close to $1 million? Some rare Canadian coins with Queen Elizabeth II, especially with strange mint errors or unusual details, have shocked collectors with incredible prices. Today on Legacy Coins USA, we're revealing the top 3 rare Canadian coins you must check for, so grab your coins, look closely, and subscribe before you miss a hidden fortune. Let's get started. What if the small coin sitting quietly in your pocket could actually hold a fascinating story about Canada's history, royalty, and the evolution of modern currency? The 2013 Canadian 5-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II might look ordinary at first glance, but it represents more than a century of Canadian minting tradition and one of the most recognizable monarchs in modern history. For collectors, coins like this are not just money, they are pieces of history that capture the political, cultural, and artistic identity of a nation. The Canadian 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, has a rich background dating back to 1858, when Canada first began producing its own coinage. Early versions were actually made of silver and were much smaller than today's nickel. By 1922, the Royal Canadian Mint switched to a larger coin made primarily of nickel metal, which is how the coin earned its popular nickname. Over the decades, its design evolved, but one symbol became iconic: the beaver, first introduced in 1937. The hard-working beaver represents Canada's heritage, resilience, and the historic fur trade that played a major role in shaping the country. The 2013 issue continues this legacy with a familiar design. On the reverse side, you see the detailed image of a beaver sitting on a rock, created by artist G. E. Kruger Gray. Above it appears the inscription 5 cents, while Canada 2013 is displayed below. On the obverse side is the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt. The inscription Elizabeth II DG Regina surrounds the portrait. The abbreviation DG Regina stands for the Latin phrase De Gratia Regina, meaning by the grace of God, Queen. This inscription reflects Canada's status as a constitutional monarchy and its historic ties to the British Crown. From a technical perspective, the 2013 Canadian nickel is composed primarily of nickel-plated steel, weighs about 3.95 grams, and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. Millions of these coins were minted for everyday circulation, meaning they were designed to be used in daily transactions rather than stored as collectibles. Because of this large production volume, most examples found in circulation today are considered common coins rather than rare treasures. This leads to one of the biggest questions collectors often ask: is the 2013 Canadian 5-cent coin extremely valuable? In most cases, the answer is no. A standard circulated coin from 2013 is usually worth its face value, 5 cents. Even in uncirculated or mint condition, collectors might pay a few cents to a couple of dollars, depending on quality and demand. The real excitement in coin collecting usually comes from rare varieties, minting errors, or historically significant issues rather than standard circulation coins from recent years. However, coin collectors are always on the lookout for errors or unusual variations that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Occasionally, coins can be struck with mistakes such as double images, off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing details. When these errors are verified by professional grading services, they can attract strong interest from collectors. In rare cases, error coins from modern series can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, though such discoveries are extremely uncommon. It's also important to understand the idea of collector demand. The value of a coin depends not only on age but also on rarity, historical importance, condition, and demand among collectors. Some Canadian coins, like the famous 1936 cent or certain rare gold issues, have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auction. These legendary coins capture headlines and inspire collectors to search through their change, hoping to uncover a hidden treasure. Despite many viral claims online suggesting that ordinary coins can make someone a millionaire overnight, the truth is that million-dollar coins are extraordinarily rare and usually known to experts and major collectors. The 2013 5-cent coin is a meaningful part of Canada's circulating currency history, but it is not known to reach million-dollar values. Still, examining your coins carefully is always worthwhile, because rare errors or older coins sometimes do appear unexpectedly in collections or coin jars. So next time you pick up a Canadian nickel, take a closer look. That small piece of metal carries the story of a nation, a monarch who reigned for decades, and a design that has symbolized Canadian identity since 1937. While the 2013 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin may not instantly create unimaginable wealth, it can spark curiosity, inspire collecting, and connect you to the remarkable history of Canadian coinage, proof that even the smallest coins can tell powerful stories. Keep a close eye on your change because that hidden treasure might be sitting right in your pocket. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a big find. Stay tuned, because in the next video, we're diving into another legendary coin that could be worth a small fortune. Coin number 2. The Elizabeth II Canada 5-cent coin dated 2014, marked with the royal inscription Elizabeth II DG Regina, represents far more than 5 cents. To collectors and historians, it is a continuation of a coin design that has symbolized Canada for generations. Many people overlook coins like this every day, but passionate collectors know that even the most ordinary-looking coins can sometimes carry fascinating historical significance and occasionally surprising value. The history behind Canada's 5-cent coin, often called the nickel, stretches back more than a century. Canada introduced its first 5-cent coin in 1858, but those early coins were made of silver and were much smaller than today's version. In 1922, the Royal Canadian Mint transformed the coin by producing it in nickel metal, creating the larger coin we recognize today. This change not only gave the coin its popular nickname but also made it more durable for everyday circulation. Over time, the design evolved, but Canada eventually chose a national symbol that would become iconic across the country. In 1937, the famous beaver design was introduced on the reverse side of the coin by artist G. E. Kruger Gray. The beaver was selected because it represents Canada's early economy, particularly the fur trade that played a massive role in the nation's development. Since then, generations of Canadians have grown up recognizing the beaver sitting on a rock, surrounded by the words 5 cents in Canada. The 2014 version proudly continues this classic design, connecting modern Canada to nearly a century of coin minting tradition. On the front of the 2014 coin appears the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt. This portrait, first introduced in 2003, shows the Queen without a crown, offering a modern and dignified representation. Around the portrait are the words Elizabeth II DG Regina. The Latin phrase De Gratia Regina translates to Queen by the Grace of God, a traditional inscription used on many Commonwealth coins. This small phrase reflects Canada's identity as a constitutional monarchy and symbolizes the long reign of Queen Elizabeth II, one of the most influential figures in modern global history. From a technical perspective, the 2014 Canadian 5-cent coin is made of nickel-plated steel, weighs approximately 3.95 grams, and has a diameter of about 21.2 millimeters. The coin features a smooth edge and a bright metallic finish when freshly minted. Millions of these coins were produced by the Royal Canadian Mint, one of the most respected mints in the world, known for its advanced technology and high-quality coin production. Because of the large number produced, most 2014 nickels entered everyday circulation and were used in normal transactions across Canada. Naturally, collectors often ask the most exciting question: could the 2014 Canadian 5-cent coin be worth a fortune? In most cases, standard circulated examples are worth their face value of 5 cents. Even coins in excellent uncirculated condition typically sell for a small premium, sometimes ranging from a few cents to a couple of dollars depending on demand. However, coin collecting is full of surprises. The real excitement comes when collectors discover unusual minting errors, rare varieties, or exceptionally preserved examples. Certain error coins can dramatically increase the value of modern coins. If a 2014 nickel were struck with a rare error, such as a double die, off-center strike, clipped planchet, or unusual metal composition, collectors could be extremely interested. Error coins are often graded by professional organizations and sometimes sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on rarity. While such discoveries are rare, they keep collectors carefully inspecting their coins and searching through everyday change. Canada also has a powerful reputation in the world of rare coins. Some historic Canadian coins have reached astonishing auction prices. Legendary pieces like the 1936 cent, certain rare gold coins, and special mint errors have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, with some approaching million-dollar values in today's market. These famous coins have inspired generations of collectors and created the thrilling idea that an overlooked coin might hold extraordinary value. Because of these legendary stories, many people begin searching through their jars of coins, wondering if they might possess a hidden treasure. While most modern nickels, including the 2014 Elizabeth II 5-cent coin, are common circulation coins, the hobby of coin collecting thrives on curiosity and discovery. Sometimes a rare variety or unusual minting mistake appears unexpectedly, turning an ordinary coin into a prized collectible. So before spending every coin without a second thought, it can be worth taking a closer look. The 2014 Canadian nickel may not instantly make someone a billionaire, but it represents a remarkable blend of Canadian heritage, royal history, and enduring national symbolism. Every coin carries a story, and occasionally those stories lead to incredible discoveries. That is why collectors across Canada continue checking their change, examining old coin collections, and exploring forgotten jars of coins, because somewhere, hidden among everyday currency, there might just be a piece of history waiting to be rediscovered. Coin number 3. What if the small coin resting quietly in your pocket carried a story connected to royal history, Canadian heritage, and the fascinating world of rare coin collecting? The 2016 Canadian 5-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II, marked with the inscription Elizabeth II DG Regina, might appear simple at first glance, yet it represents more than a century of Canadian minting tradition. For collectors around the world, coins like this are not just everyday currency, they are historical artifacts that reflect the identity of a nation and the legacy of one of the longest-reigning monarchs in modern history. The story of Canada's 5-cent coin, commonly called the nickel, began in 1858 when the province of Canada introduced its first official coinage. At that time, the 5-cent piece was made from silver and was significantly smaller than today's version. As the country grew and the need for durable coins increased, Canada made an important change in 1922, replacing the silver coin with a larger piece made from nickel metal. This transformation not only improved durability but also created the nickname nickel, which Canadians still use today. One of the most recognizable elements of the coin appeared in 1937, when artist G.E. Kruger Gray designed the iconic beaver for the reverse side. The beaver was chosen because it symbolizes the hard work and perseverance associated with Canada's early fur trade, which played a critical role in shaping the nation's economy and exploration history. The image shows a beaver resting on a rock surrounded by the inscriptions 5 cents and Canada. The 2016 coin proudly continues this design, making it part of a tradition that has remained largely unchanged for nearly a century. On the obverse side of the 2016 nickel, collectors see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Canadian artist Susanna Blunt. Introduced in 2003, this portrait is notable because it shows the Queen without a crown, giving the image a modern and approachable appearance. Around the portrait appears the inscription Elizabeth II DG Regina. The phrase DG stands for the Latin words de gratia, meaning by the grace of God, while Regina means queen. Together, the inscription reflects the historical connection between Canada and the monarchy. Technically speaking, the 2016 Canadian 5-cent coin is produced using nickel-plated steel, a durable material that helps coins last longer in circulation. The coin weighs approximately 3.95 grams, measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter, and features a smooth edge. The Royal Canadian Mint, internationally respected for its precision and innovation, produced millions of these coins for circulation across the country. Because of this high production, most 2016 nickels are common in everyday change. However, in the world of coin collecting, even common coins can become interesting when collectors begin searching for rare varieties or minting errors. Occasionally, coins leave the mint with unusual characteristics such as double die strikes, off-center designs, die cracks, or clipped edges. When such errors occur and are verified by professional grading organizations, collectors may pay significantly more than face value. In rare situations, modern error coins can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on their uniqueness and condition. Collector demand also depends heavily on coin condition, often described using grading terms such as circulated, uncirculated, brilliant uncirculated, or mint state. A typical 2016 nickel that has been used in everyday transactions may only be worth its 5-cent face value, while a perfectly preserved example from an official mint set might attract a modest premium among collectors. Serious numismatists often search for coins with flawless surfaces, strong details, and original mint luster. The excitement surrounding Canadian coins is fueled by the country's history of legendary rare coins. Some of the most famous pieces, such as the 1936 cent, certain early gold coins, and extremely rare mint errors, have achieved astonishing prices at auction. These coins have sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in a few cases approached million-dollar values in modern markets. Stories like these inspire collectors to examine even the smallest coins carefully. Because of these remarkable discoveries, many people believe that a forgotten coin could change their financial future overnight. While the 2016 Canadian 5-cent coin itself is generally not known to reach million-dollar values, the broader world of Canadian coin collecting proves that incredible rarities do exist. Sometimes coins hidden in old collections, inherited boxes, or jars of spare change turn out to be historically important pieces that collectors eagerly seek. Another factor that adds intrigue is the continuing global interest in Queen Elizabeth II coinage. Her portrait appeared on coins for more than 7 decades, making her one of the most widely represented figures in numismatic history. Collectors often build entire collections dedicated to the evolution of her portraits across different years and countries, including Canada. Coins like the 2016 nickel are therefore part of a much larger historical timeline. The Royal Canadian Mint also enjoys a strong reputation among collectors because of its innovation and craftsmanship. Beyond circulating coins, the Mint produces stunning commemorative coins, bullion pieces, and limited edition collectibles that attract investors and enthusiasts worldwide. This reputation helps maintain ongoing interest in Canadian coinage, even for modern issues like the 2016 nickel. So before spending every coin without a second thought, it may be worth taking a moment to look closely at the change in your pocket. The 2016 Elizabeth II Canadian 5-cent coin may seem ordinary, yet it carries a story of royal tradition, national identity, and the fascinating possibility that somewhere within a collection or forgotten jar of coins lies a truly rare discovery. For collectors, that possibility is what keeps the search alive, because sometimes the smallest coins hold the most remarkable stories. Thanks for watching the video and please subscribe to my channel.